Linkin Park have been called out, but by who? Chvrches, a synth pop group from Scotland? That seems a little bit weird and a little bit late, doesn't it? Back in April there was an interview with Mr. Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park saying, where they were talking to him about all the music that's out right now, and he was saying that he wanted something rock and something that was raw and different, and he named a couple of bands that all apparently sound the same: Vampire Weekend, Haim, Chvrches. None of which I feel like sound that similar. Maybe Vampire Weekend and Haim, but not Chvrches. And of course, Chvrches are the ones to respond. In an interview the other day, they actually mentioned Mike Shinoda being a pointless dick, according to Consequence of Sound. That was their headline, of course, but what doesn't make it in there is the fact that he actually clarified right after that and said a pointless dig, not a pointless dick, to Mike Shinoda. So there's been a lot of comments. I've just been looking around, seeing people firing off for both sides, and really the whole thing is just stupid. I think that Mike Shinoda didn't really mean it in a demeaning way, and now Chvrches is pretty much accusing Mike Shinoda of saying this and talking about them to get press attention because everyone's talking about Chvrches and Vampire Weekend apparently, which maybe last fall and last spring when their respective albums dropped, but not at the moment, I don't think. But anyways, the whole thing, I feel like it was taken out of context. She's over here calling bullshit on them and just trying to boost record sales, and Mike Shinoda said something like 3 months ago, and it's just now apparently a thing. But my buddy over at Spin It Reviews brought up a good point. Could it be that the interviewer just asked him about it to stir up controversy and get a headline? Yeah, most likely, but that's journalism for you. Anyways, what do you think about the whole situation? Do you think Mike was out of line? Do you think Chvrches were out of line? Or do you think that they were both just taken out of context and that just everybody needs to calm down? I think I am from that last option there. I think everybody just needs to take a step back. Neither of the bands hate each other. Of course, Chvrches went a little bit far when jokingly saying, oh, the guy was like, oh yeah, I love Linkin Park, and then all of a sudden, oh, just kidding, they're terrible, apparently. But the link to the full video is in the description down below. You can see the interview for yourself. It starts around the 9-minute mark. And of course, leave your thoughts on this situation down below. I will see you guys very soon right here on Beyond ARTV, Beyond the Reviews, more track reviews and music news on the way.